Hi, everyone. I'm Josh Radbod, co-founder and CEO of the Avantpay Conference, the B2B conference for payments, banking, and compliance in the cannabis industry. I'd like to welcome André Herrera, Chief Compliance Officer at Hypur, one of our Avantpay 21 conference speakers. André, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us a little bit about you and what your business does.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Well, my name is André Herrera, and I'm the Chief Compliance Officer with Hypur. And my background is financial services. So I've been in financial services, goodness, going on 29 years now. And 18 of those years, I was Chief Information Officer of a bank in California. I also managed our payment systems. And so I had involvement in debit card programs, stored value programs, credit card programs. I did a lot of merchant acquiring. Did a lot of ACH and ACH aggregation. So pretty much anything in the banking era, anything that is utilizing payments and moving money electronically, has been my focus over the last going on 3 decades. As far as Hypur, I would probably say that the mission of Hypur is, we want to lead the world, in regulated payments. And so what do we do? So, well, we enable financial institutions, both banks and credit unions across the US, to both safely and in a profitable way serve these highly regulated industries and serve these regulated payments utilizing our technology solutions. So we built a system where it has a fundamental stage of compliance, and everything builds on that layer of compliance, and that enables us to successfully and sustainably offer these payment solutions.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I've heard a lot of folks say, the cannabis industry is really the compliance industry, and I think that makes a lot of sense. And your background is just astonishing, man. I mean, wow, 20 some years in financial services. I'm certainly that translates well into the cannabis industry. So thank you for that. You kind of touched on this, Andre. Could you tell us a little bit more about your customers and how do you help them?
Absolutely. Well, we serve 3 different groups of customers. And so we serve financial institutions. And so those are the banks and credit unions that are banking the space. And so we develop technology that enables these institutions to provide financial services to these highly regulated industries. So on one side, one of our customers are these banks and credit unions across the US. Well, we also serve the merchants. We serve all of these cannabis operators by offering them safe and sustainable payment solutions. So with our banking network, and so these are the banks that utilize our compliance engines and systems, those same banks and credit unions sponsor the payment system. And so everything that we do within Hypur is extremely transparent. So you don't have to lie on an application. You don't have to say you're a consulting company or a flower shop. The banks know exactly what these operators are doing. The bank's regulators know exactly what these operators are doing. And everything in the ecosystem. So the bank's regulators, they know what Hypur does. Everyone knows that this is a cannabis transaction and that these are financial services for a cannabis business. We also serve the consumers. And so the consumer is in that ecosystem as well. And so we provide a very safe and secure way that they cannot have to deal with cash, that they have an efficient way that they can go and they can pay for their product both in person and in contactless environments, things like delivery. And in this COVID era, no one wants to touch cash anymore.
Yep.
So everyone wants to keep their hands clean, so to speak. So we serve the consumers by offering them a safe payment solution to purchase their product.
So you really cover every aspect of the industry when it comes to compliance and digital payments, which is, a major issue for the industry. So that's fantastic. And I think, transparency will lead to longevity in the industry. So I think that's great. Kind of switching focus. So what are you most excited about for our Avantpay 21 conference next year and why?
Well, one thing I'd like to say is I really look forward to having an in-person conference. And so, we've been doing these virtual conferences for a while, and I really miss seeing the people and interacting with people. So I miss that human interaction. But as far as the types of people, so what did I like at the last event? And it really surprised me because I was expecting something that wasn't what I received. All right, I got a lot more than what I was expecting from the conference last year. I met politicians and government officials. There were operators, investors, lawyers. And so it was this whole group of professionals that were highly skilled in their fields. And again, meeting people that I just had no idea would attend in a cannabis event. So I thought it was just an excellent event. And it's a great way not only to network, but meet people that help support this industry.
Andre, thank you so much for saying that. We really appreciate it. And we loved having you last year, and we look forward to having you back again this year. Um, so this is one question that everybody likes. What is one fact about you that would surprise everyone?
Oh, goodness. Well, let me think here. Well, probably the one fact is that, I used to be involved in a lot of mountaineering and mountain climbing. And for a period of about 12 hours, a few years back, I was the highest living human on the planet. And so that would probably be the one interesting fact of recent years.
Very cool. When you say highest living human, what does that actually mean? What does that break down to?
Well, I was climbing in Argentina, so I was climbing a mountain that's just under 23,000 feet.
Wow.
And so, literally there was not a breathing human being at a higher altitude than I was at that period of time.
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's interesting. I didn't know. Very cool. Okay, Andre, thank you so much for being here, man, and speaking at our Avantpay 21 conference. Folks, if you would like to meet Andre and his team, please join us at the Avantpay 21 conference next year at the Washington Capitol Hilton in Washington, D.C. on September 9th and 10th. Thanks so much.
Great. Thank you.